Hello, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a book review for an anthology of short stories called Beyond the Bounds of Infinity, which was edited by Vaughn A. Jackson and Stephanie Pierre, and it was published July 10th, 2023. And this is an anthology of diverse horror. There are authors of different ethnicities, genders, and also LGBT authors. Most of these stories seem to be cosmic horror, and there were a couple of folk horror stories as well. And it was really cool to see stories through all these different perspectives, especially the cosmic horror stories where we are mostly used to the Lovecraft stories that are very white male perspective, and this is a much more diverse view of the cosmic. This collection had a few notable authors in it, like Mary Sangiovanni, who is known for cosmic horror. She had a cosmic story with very creepy kids that was pretty awesome, as well as S.A. Cosby, who had a folk horror story. I want to go over some of the standout stories for this collection. I really enjoyed the story Live Free or Die by Danny Berzozowski, which is about a trans teacher who gets outed on the internet and causes a public outcry that leads to them getting fired, and then it leads to some very disturbing places, cosmic in nature with occult elements. As a teacher, that one hit home. I don't know about being a trans teacher, but I have seen those kind of public outcries from parents on things like the books in the library, that sort of thing, and it just kind of was actually very scary to me. Next story I loved was Effigies of Monstrous Things by Pedro Iniguez, and this one is about a family, man and his daughters living in a very terrible apartment which has a lot of problems. There's like a very terrible mold problem, everything's broken, leaking, so on and so forth, and a very terrible superintendent that never takes care of anything. And then there are some very disturbing findings when the father tries to fix things on his own. The next story that got 5 stars for me is The Things We Did in the Dark by Julia Darcy, and this is a very creepy story about some women that need to do certain rituals in a dark pit. Then Burning Slumber by Jessica L. Sparrow. And this is an indigenous horror story about an indigenous group before colonization, and a ship comes to the shore and it gets very supernatural and creepy. And then my last 5-star story from this collection is Gygus by Vaughn A. Jackson, who is also one of the editors of this collection. And this is sort of an exorcism story. It's an exorcism, but it's very unique because it is not a demon. It is something else entirely. Very, very cool story. I love me a good exorcism story, and I love when it is different than the norm, all the tropes we usually see. So I really like that one. So that is 5 5-star stories. There were an equal amount of 3-star stories that were not my favorite, but they weren't bad. And then the rest were 4-star stories, which were good, but maybe didn't blow my mind, or maybe they had a slow, confusing start and then blew my mind at the end. So it kind of evened out to a 4 instead of a 5, that sort of thing. So yes, 5 5-star stories, 10 4-star stories, and 5 3-star stories for an average of 4 stars exactly. I would definitely recommend this collection to those that would love to have a diverse anthology of mostly cosmic and folk horror stories. This anthology is available now through Raw Dog Screaming Press. I will have links with more information, my written review, and to Raw Dog Screaming Press. Let me know what you think of this book if you've read it already or if you would like to, and I will be back very soon with another book related video. Thanks. Bye.